and football greetings, and we welcome you to the Galaxy here on the campus of Mills High School for Mills Comets football here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. I'm Trip Keeter alongside Darius Robinson. We are glad to have you with us for some senior night football as the Comets look to finish their season strong. And unfortunately, last weekend, last Friday, our stream cut short before we were able to sit down with Achilles Ringo. However, do not fear, as we have a recorded video of that interview with Achilles Ringo, and we'll be right back in about 90 seconds. Here's Trip from the Past, speaking with number 5, Achilles Ringo. How's it going, Comets fans? I'm Trip Keeter alongside our player of the game, QB1, Achilles Ringo. Turk, congratulations.
Appreciate that.
You definitely earned this player of the game. We've been wanting you to get it all season long. You've been working your tail off, so we're proud of you, man. So congratulations. Now, first thing I want to ask, saw you got shaken up a little bit late in the game, and had Dylan come in at quarterback for you. How are you doing? You doing okay?
I'm good, just staying healthy, ready for the playoffs, one game at a time.
I love it. Now, you had a big-time touchdown run all by yourself. You were jogging 50 yards down the field for that touchdown. I mean, it was amazing. Tell us what was going through your head during that touchdown run.
I ain't gonna let one person tackle me, so they was coming one at a time, so I was getting them out the way.
Like I said, he was literally jogging. Watch the highlight back. You'll see. Once he crossed the 50, it was like Deion Sanders high stepping 50 yards. It was amazing. Now, you guys are looking to be the 1 seed in the playoffs. All you got to do is beat Valonia next week. What will be your offensive game plan next week?
We gotta watch a little film. I'll take it one game at a time. I want to know every week. That's because they appreciate us. So, starting probably Sunday, we'll watch a little film, then I'll come back to you on that.
Sir, congratulations. We're proud of you. You are Mills Sports Network player of the game. And we look forward to our next matchup against the Vilonia Eagles. Coming up next, right here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. And we welcome you back to the Galaxy. I'm Trip Keeter alongside Darius Robinson. Darius, this season feels like it's gone by pretty fast. Here we are, week 10, and it feels like it's just yesterday that it was week 0.
Oh, yeah. Went from week 0 to week 10. 100 to 100 real quick.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, we here week 10, man. Senior night, man. Senior night, listen. Usually when senior night rolls around, you kind of get emotional. Usually when you senior night, it's your last game at your home field that you've been playing for so many years. But luckily, the Mills Comets sitting at number 1 seed right now. We get a home playoff game next week. So not only is the senior night, we'll be back next week. So senior night is always lovely, man.
And before we continue with our pregame show here on the Mills Sports Network, we'd like to thank Akel's Carpet and Flooring for sponsoring our halftime show. Hope that you join us at halftime. Thank you to Akel's Carpet One. Check them out at akelscarpet1.com, or check out their 3 locations here in the Little Rock area, in Sherwood, North Little Rock, and Little Rock. That's Akel's Carpet One. We make it beautiful for less. What's so funny?
They always give you right there. We make it beautiful for less.
It's a great slogan. We thank again Akel's Carpet One for sponsoring our halftime show. And like we said, it is senior night, so as you see down on the field, our senior night presentations taking place. We apologize that we couldn't be on the air sooner, as it was basically I was on my own getting all of our equipment set up. I was a single man doing a 3 or 4 man job for a good hour and a half. So we appreciate your patience, and we thank you for joining us here tonight on the Mills Sports Network. And D-Rob, tonight is the night all about the seniors.
Yeah.
And we have quite a few seniors on the field tonight for the Comets. One of which that we didn't even know was going to play until today.
Yeah.
Last week, Charleston Collins suffered an injury. We didn't know what kind of injury it was. The first assumption was that it was a concussion. However, it was confirmed by the team trainer it was not a concussion. And he was cleared this morning to play, so he will be dressing out for the Comets tonight.
Yeah, it's senior night, and I knew if the injury wasn't major, it looked major last week, but he got cleared, so that's all that matters. It's senior night, so I'm pretty sure he got friends and family here that all the seniors got friends and family here from football team, JRTC, the cheerleaders, the band. So it's a great night for friends and family and your fellow classmates to fellowship on this one great night. It's senior night, but guess what? It's almost time for playoff football. This game is senior night, but it also has a lot of playoff implications coming to this game tonight.
And let's go down the list of all the seniors dressing out tonight for your Mills Comets. Ryan White, Javion Love, Camarion Ferguson, Caleb Sane, Dylan Parks, Achilles Ringo, Jalen Ento, Akil Madison, Charleston Collins, Andre McCall, Zay Stribling, Zay Williams, Azri Nelson, and let's get to the next page of the roster. Keelan Lindsay, Krishan McGee, who is out tonight with an ankle injury, Gabe Stewart, Brian Williams, Kishan Allison, and Juan Resendez. Those are your Mills Comets seniors who have already been honored here tonight. And we've got a big group of Comets coming out onto the field. I believe that is every single senior coming out, getting ready for the opening coin toss.
Oh, yeah. That's how it usually be on your senior night. You get all your seniors out there for the coin toss. It's always an amazing sight. It's just a beautiful night for some playoff football. Well, I almost said I'm getting ahead of myself. Some playoff football, but some Week 10 football on tonight, the Galaxy.
And speaking of playoff football, you are playing for quite a lot tonight.
Yes.
Obviously, it is senior night. You want to play to end the season, win on senior night, but obviously there's some playoff implications going into tonight. First of all, with a win tonight, the Comets are the number 1 seed in the Central playoffs, and will be matched up with the number 4 seed from the East. That is with a victory tonight. Also with the victory tonight, the Comets will be conference champions for the first time in 35 years, D-Rob.
Correcto mundo.
Neither of us were alive 35 years ago, so that's a long, long time. And so some big risks, and you want to be hungry for a victory tonight.
Yeah, like you said, it's a lot of playoff implications now. A lot. Tonight, it's one other game. It's between our game right here and that Pine Bluff and Joe T. Robinson, which is going to be a great game. That's going to decide the seeds 1 through 3. With the win tonight with Mills will secure the 1 seed and host the playoff game next week. Unfortunately, if Mills loses tonight, we will be the 2 seed, and we still will also host a playoff game night, but we don't want to be 2 seed. We need that 1 seed.
So tonight is basically Valonia's Super Bowl, as they will not make the playoffs, D-Rob. This is their final game of the season for sure. They do not play another game in the postseason.
But I'm going to tell you something. One thing about a team that has nothing to play with, it's the worst team because they got nothing to lose. So I expect the Valonia Eagles come out here and play with heart. Especially they have seniors that are unfortunately that might play their last game and stuff like this. All seniors don't get a chance to play again or play college football. So like they play with heart. They go wear their Eagle pride proudly. And it's gonna go down tonight.
A lot of guys out here, especially for Valonia. It's their final game, as you said, D-Rob. So they're gonna play with all that they can, because once the final gun is shot, it's going to be nothing but emotions knowing that you're going to be taking off those pads for the final time.
Yeah, I remember my last time taking off the pads in 2013 versus the Boonville Bearcats. It was a very emotional night for us. Like we was in the state semifinals playing against a good team. We both was undefeated, and the winner of that game we went to the state championship. And unfortunately, Boonville got the best of us that night, and they went on to win the state championship. That was a great ball club right there.
So Valonia has won the opening coin toss and defer their option to the second half, meaning that the Comets will start the game returning the opening kickoff. And the entire senior class for the Comets dressing out tonight were on the field. And now they join the rest of the team behind the banner. And Reggie Swinton already getting the crowd into it. And here come your Comets onto the field.
Somebody
busting through the banner for the final time. Someone took a spill toppling over the banner, but they quickly got back on their feet. And the Comets are ready to go. They are jumping up and down there, D-Rob. They are ready to play some football. And it is a great and cool night for some high school football.
Listen, all week it's been cold fronts, cold.
Yes.
And I got to today, I was like, oh my God, it feels really good outside.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to getting to this game because I know what type of night we was going to have. It's a great night for some great Mills coming football on tonight.
And here come the Vilonia Eagles down to their sideline. This is their for sure final game of the season. They did not make the playoffs. They are probably the second lowest in the conference. The only team under them is Watson Chapel.
Yes, sir. Like I said, the worst team to play against is a team that got nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose tonight, so I expect some high-flying action football tonight from this Vilonia Eagle team right here.
And we are just about to be underway, and we're glad to have you with us. I'm Trip Keeter alongside Darius Robinson. On top is Jake Couples, and we do not have Cameron Couples with us tonight as he's with the Robinson crew down at Jordan Stadium in Pine Bluff, and we don't have Terry Jordan with us either, as unfortunately he was involved in a car accident earlier this afternoon. So I'm double duty again tonight as both play-by-play and production. So if there's any slip-ups on the screen, please, I ask your patience because I'm doing two jobs at once here. So advising you for that. And Valonia is going to kick away to begin this ball game. They deferred their option to the second half. So the Comets start with the ball, and the kick is away. Final game of the regular season is underway. Kickoff will be returned and taken down past the 35-yard line. I believe that was no. Who are you pointing at? That was McDonald on the return. And we won't have down and distance or the game clock on the screen, so we will update that to you vocally as we go on. That's a bit hard to keep up with when you're also doing play-by-play. So we thank you for your patience. 1st and 10 for the Comets to begin this ball game. Achilles Ringo, senior quarterback, on the field. Right next to him is Rodney Jackson. And Ringo bobbled the snap, picks it back up, and he's going to try to scramble with it. And he couldn't shake away as he was down. The ball popped out. And the linebacker, Austin Archer, for Valonia, was charging behind him. But it was still a 2-yard gain for Turk. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Comets beginning this ball game with possession. Last week against Morrilton, they scored in their opening drive. Now here's Ringo, throws, threw it too early to Javion Love, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, that's one of the things I want to see tonight. Last week we started off real fast. We had 18 points in the first quarter. So I'm looking forward to see how the Mills come and start tonight on offense.
So 3rd down and 8 for Mills here on their opening drive of the ball game. 11-12 on the clock here in the first quarter. Ringo takes the snap, drops back. Going to try to run it. And he might have been a yard short. It's going to be close. He reached forward, and they're going to move the chains.
He's been using his legs a lot this past couple weeks, and it's brought another dimension to the game of the Mills Comets offense.
He had a 65-yard touchdown on the ground all by himself, and all week he was going viral. So 1st and 10. Turk will hand it off to Rodney Jackson. Jackson up the middle, gains about 3 or 4 yards. Stop him just shy of the 50-yard line. 2nd down. $10:15 and counting here on the clock. Turk will throw it to Dylan Parks. Parks is going to be pulled down as he breaches Valonia territory down to about the 48. Yes, Archer just grabbed Dylan's arm and pulled him down.
He said, "You get back here."
So 3rd down once again. Starting to hear the Valonia band from the other end of the stadium. Ringo going to throw to Javion Love. Love trying to get down to the far sideline. He gets the 1st down.
That was a great block over there by Mr. Ferguson over there, sealing that edge over there.
Good yards after catch by Javion Love. And he gets a new set of downs for the Comets at the 40-yard line.
Call it the yak.
So 1st and 10. 9:35 and counting on the game clock here in the first quarter. Trips right. Turk's going to drop back. He's going to throw it to Akil Madison. Incomplete. Ball dropped right in front of him as
nice.
Hunter Wells on the coverage.
That was a nice bread basket throw right there.
So an incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down and 10. Clock stops at 9 minutes, 18 seconds. And Comets will be backed up 5 yards. I didn't see a flag on the field. They're backed up as if there was a 5-yard penalty, so now it's 1st and 15. So the clock is stopped at 9 minutes, 18 seconds. You're on 1st and 15. Ringo takes the snap. Drops back, pockets collapsing. He's going to have to scramble down to the near side. And he's going to be tackled at about the 45. As he tried to get away, nobody was open. So no gain on the play, 2nd down and 15. Under 9 minutes on the game clock. Play clock at 20. And everybody but the center jumped. So false start against the Comets. And that'll back up the Comets another 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 20. We're not sure what the first penalty was that put the Comets back 5 yards.
Right.
As I didn't see a flag.
I didn't either.
Now 2nd and 20. Ringo is going to throw to Akil Madison. Overthrew him. He had to rush the pass quickly. So now it'll be 3rd down and 20 for the Comets on their opening drive of the game.
We're getting stalled out right here. We had a drive killer.
Yep.
Oh, it's a drive killers are real.
And we've seen plenty of them this season.
Yes, sir, we have.
Both against and in favor of the Comets. So now 3rd down and 20 from the 50. Love the man in motion. Open field to the right. Ringo's going to get the snap. And he's going to have to step up. Throws to Dylan Parks. Parks gets it. And he's going to be about 6 yards short of the 1st down.
One thing I like about this Mills Comets team, they have cut down on the penalties tremendously. I remember towards the beginning of the season, we was averaging about at least 25 penalties a game. Now we about to maybe 10.
It's definitely one of the adjustments made during the bye week a couple of weeks ago. It was a great job by the Mills coaching staff. So now Comets are going for it here on 4th down. On the opening drive of the ball game, Ringo is going to throw to the near side. It's caught! Complete to Akil Madison at about the 25-yard line. And the Comets convert on 4th down.
Great conversion right there. Keep the drive alive.
So they'll mark him down at the 24. Comets trying to get in the red zone. Ringo going to hand it off. And flag thrown. That's Chauncey Haynes on the carry. We had 2 flags come flying. It might be a holding, and it will be. So that'll set the Comets back 10 yards. As Ringo handed off the ball to Chauncey Haynes. And Haynes will be substituted by Rodney Jackson. It's now 1st and 20. 7:10 remaining here in the first. Ringo takes the snap, looks. He's going to throw it down to the end zone. Jump ball to Madison, and he somehow brought it down. Mama, there goes that man. Akil Madison brings down the jump ball at the goal line, and the Comets draw first blood.
Oh, my God. That was a straight head top right there. That's what you call a head top right there. Oh, my God. It's been a while since we said, Mama, there goes that man.
Yeah.
And he just revisited it.
Great reception there by Akil Madison, just doing what he does. Madison is one of the seniors, so it was a senior-to-senior touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. And now Ricardo Gayton will kick the extra point. And the PAT is up, and no good.
Oh, man.
So with 6:57 remaining here in the first quarter, Comets lead Valonia 6-0.
Yes, sir. That was a great play right there.
Yeah, it was.
Great throw. Give your man a chance to get the ball. And who else would you go to?
So now the Comets defense getting set to take the field. And it's like we said, as Charlie Collins suffered a scary injury last week, as we thought that he had suffered a concussion, but it was confirmed by the team trainer it was not. So thankfully, he is in his uniform tonight, in pads. And now Ricardo Gayton set to kick the ball away. Three men are back deep for Valonia to return. It's going to be a high one, fielded at the 19-yard line. And he's going to be taken down at about the 38, as that's Ace Sowell on the return for Valonia. And now let's see what this Valonia offense can do. Now, 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line. Carter Massey at quarterback for Valonia. Takes the snap and look out. He had to quickly throw it away. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of his receiver. Lance McNew, the intended receiver, and quickly in the backfield, breaching the pocket, was Charlie Collins.
Oh, yes, sir. He had to get that ball out quicker than what he wanted to.
So a defensive advantage. Now Charlie is healthy and playing in this ball game. So 2nd down and 10. Massey alone in the backfield takes the snap. Here comes Charlie Collins. Collins almost got a hand on him, and now Massey's going to have to scramble for it, and he's hit. Had 2 Comets on him. Zay Stribling was one of them.
It was great pocket presence right there. Pocket pickers right there. Oh, I can't talk tonight. Oh, my God.
You know I've been there all season.
Pocket presence.
So now 3rd down for Valonia. Don't mess up my roster now, D-Rob. Massey's going to roll it out to his right. Going to throw short. And he say he got it. He was in bounds and was past the yard to gain, so it's going to be a 1st down for Valonia.
Hey, on the ball.
At the Mills 49-yard line. And off to his running back down to the far sideline. Flag on the play. As that was number 18 on the carry, but we don't have a number 18 on this roster.
It's a holding on the play.
Great to hear the Mills High School band. So it is a holding. I believe that is a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, and it'll remain 1st down. So unfortunately, we could not find an official Valonia roster. So the only one that we have is from SB Live. So it might not be fully accurate, and we apologize for that. Mass is going to hand it off once again to Caden Gibson. Going to gain only about 2, maybe 1 yard. The Comets defense was all over that one.
It sure was.
So it's going to be second down at about 19, or more so 18 and a half. 5:30 and counting here in the first quarter. You're on second down. Now Mass is going to drop back. Pocket's collapsing. He's going to have to scramble down to the near side, and he's pushed down.
And guess what? That's a sack.
Jeremy Edwards on the sack for the Comets, shoving Massey down at about the 39-yard line. So now third down and long. Valonia has to get to the Comets' 39 to get a first down. 4:45 and counting on the game clock. Once again, we apologize. We're not able to have that on the screen. Massey's going to throw it down to the far side. And guess who?
Mr. Jalen Into.
And he gets an interception. He had one in and out of his hands last week. And now Jalen Into, another senior, gets the pick.
Listen, I can speak highly about this kid, man. I'm going to tell you about this Into, Gene. It runs deep. Family full of athletes, and they just got to know that when coming up, like, he's been shutting down the whole field all year by himself. Like, he really ain't allowed catches all year, no touchdowns, none of that. So great job, Mr. Into.
Ringo's going to hand it off to Ronnie Jackson on 1st and 10. Oh, he almost had a cut, but he's going to be pulled down by Jordan Roberts. No gain on the play. In fact, they're going to spot the ball as a 1-yard loss. Rojak looked like he had some open room down the right side, but Roberts said nothing doing. It's now second down and 11. Ringo looks to throw. He's going to throw down to the left side, and it's batted down, intended for Ferguson, as his man got a hand on it.
I think Ringo got to push that ball a little further out there, because Ferguson got that corner be over there every time.
Cody Schock on the defense there for Valonia. So third down and 11. After the Jalen Into interception. Love the man in motion. Ringo looks to throw here on third down. Going to throw to the right side of Dylan Parks, and Parks gets the ball. He's instantly down at the 45-yard line. He's 2 yards short of the first down.
Good job. Nice pitch and catch.
They're going to spot the ball at the 44. As from up here, it looked like he had the ball at the 45 when he went down. The officials have a better view than we do. So now fourth down. Comets going for it once again here on fourth down, up 6-0. Ringo bobbled the snap, handed off to Ronnie Jackson, and Jackson's not even going to gain a yard. So a turnover on downs by the Valonia defense, and now the Eagles are going to take over in Comet territory.
That was a great stop by right there by the Valonia Eagles defense right there.
It looked like there was probably a miscommunication there on the play, as Comets came out lined up in shotgun, and the ball almost popped out of Ringo's hands. He had to quickly hand it off to Jackson. So now first and 10 for Valonia from the Comets 45. First and 10, they're going to hand it off down to the right side to number 19. We don't have that number on the roster. As when we got this Valonia roster, there like half of it was just names that don't have a number. So
I think the majority is sophomores.
Yeah,
2026 is sophomores, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so a lot of sophomore numbers now on here.
We got some guys dressed out that don't even have their number on this roster. So now second down after a 2-yard gain. He's going to drop back, and look out, here come the Comets as we had a Comet run over to his own man. Pass is complete to 19 again. Comets are going to stop him at the 25-yard line. And Jamison Parker accidentally ran over his own teammate.
Yeah, he did that.
So a big first down there for Valonia. Hand it off down to the right side. It's going to be taken down by Ryan White.
Oh, my God. Caleb Saint just blocked somebody all the way out of bounds.
It's time for him to go home, Coach. It's now second down. I believe the carry was by Caden Gibson. Like I said, this roster might not be fully accurate as Gibson is shown to be a safety on the roster. So Matt's going to roll it out to his right, fires incomplete, and one-handed snag by one of the Comets coaches. And now we have a flag in the backfield.
Roughing the passer, Charlie.
And Charlie Collins got back there too quick. So it might have been another situation where he just couldn't stop his momentum.
Nah, he was laid in him up. Can't make them type of penalties when you go into the playoffs. It might come back and bite you.
And those are absolutely not any penalties that you want to see while you are in the playoffs. But right now, we got to focus on winning this ball game tonight. So the penalty will give Vilonia an automatic first down.
Yes, sir.
Ball at about the 13-yard line. Bring a man in motion. Massey's going to be alone in the backfield. And look out, the Comets defensive line got back there quick, but it's a screen pass. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Valonia. We have a Comet down on the ground, slow to get up. He's going to be helped up by Miles Castor. That was Ryan White who was on the ground. It looks to be okay. So now Valonia is on the board.
Yes, sir. Valonia Eagles, like I said, they have nothing to lose, so they're going to play with a lot of heart and intensity tonight.
So a good run after the catch on that screen pass. Now Valonia looking to take the lead on this PAT. And the kick is up, and it is good. So the Eagles take a 1-point lead over your Comets with 1:24 remaining in this first quarter. We thank you all for joining us here once again, here live from the Galaxy. I'm Trip Keeter alongside Darius Robinson. And on our high camera is Jake Couples. Cameron Couples, our normal sideline camera operator, is down in Pine Bluff with Joe T. Robinson.
Yeah, speaking of the Joe T. Robinson game, Joe T. Robinson is currently down 13-0 right now, halfway through the first quarter.
So the winner of that game, well, with a win by the Comets tonight, the winner of that game will be number 2.
Yes, sir.
The loser will be number 3.
Yes, sir.
So now with 1:24, Eagles take the lead. Now they're kicking away. It's going to be returned at the 20-yard line. I believe that's McDonald on the return. He's going to be tripped up at about the 27-yard line.
All right, here we go.
So the kicker for Valonia is number 18, a number that is not on the roster. So we unfortunately can't give credit where credit is due to the Valonia kicker.
You know we love to give credit.
Yes, we do. So 1st and 10 for the Comets. For the previous possession ended in a turnover on downs. That led to a Valonia touchdown. Now Ringo throws to Love. Love makes a man miss, and it's going to be stopped by half the Valonia defense after a good 3-yard gain at about the 30-yard line.
That was a hard 3-yard gain right there. He took some angles right there with him.
So now 2nd down and 7 from their own 30-yard line. 35 seconds remaining here in the first. Ringo takes the snap, looks to his right as he underthrew Madison. That is not a normal Achilles Ringo pass, as he way underthrew Akil.
Yeah, I think what Akil wanted Madison to do is sit it down, because the Valonia defense is in the zone. You sit down in the zone.
It's now 3rd down and 7. Ringo going to have to roll it out to his right, trying to find a man. Throws downfield and is caught by Javion Love.
So Kelly on the play. And eligible man downfield.
And there is a flag back at the 30. And that is the penalty. I can't say it. Ineligible man downfield. I've been struggling with enunciation all season, or just words in general. So that penalty, unfortunately, takes away a great play from Achilles Ringo to Javion Love. So now it's 3rd down and 12. 5 wide receivers. Ringo alone in the backfield is going to roll it out to his right.
Oh,
he's throwing it down to Akil Madison, and Madison dropped it. Incomplete. As his defender, Caden Gibson, put the seatbelt on him. Did you see that?
He did. Face to face. I don't think Madison knew that he was behind him.
No, he did not.
He thought he was running free, but he put the seatbelt sign on him. Oh,
yeah, he did.
God.
So now 4th down and 12. Comets looking like they're going to punt it away. My goodness, the Comets band is just going crazy tonight. So Ringo will get in punt formation here on 4th down with 8 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. It's going to be fair caught by Hunter Wells. So the clock stops with 3 seconds remaining.
3 seconds.
And Valonia has time for one more play before the end of the quarter.
Yes, sir.
The Eagles lead by 1 after the Comets managed to score on the first drive of the game. But the last 2 drives on offense for the Comets ended in a turnover on downs, and then previous play, the punt from Achilles Ringo.
Yes, sir. It has been stalled out.
Now 1st and 10, most likely the final play, and he's going to be swarmed by the defensive line. Caleb Sane, Jamison Parker, and Charlie Collins got back there. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Your Comets trail 6-7 to the Vilonia Eagles, and we'll be right back in 60 seconds here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
We welcome you back to the Galaxy. The Comets trail the Vilonia Eagles 7-6 here to begin the second quarter of play. I'm Trip Keeter alongside Darius Robinson. So now second and long after a big-time sack by the Comets defensive line. They send a man up the middle, a number 19. And once again, it's a number that we don't have on the roster. We'll probably be mentioning that all night. And he gets about 3 yards. After a second down and 13, so now 3rd and 10 for Valonia. Comets defense need a big stop here. Send Gibson in motion. And hand it off to 19 again. He is stuffed. He does not even pass the line of scrimmage. Charlie Collins, Ryan White, and Caleb Sane were back there.
Yeah. The three-headed monster right there.
So now, for the first time, Valonia is going to have to punt it away as they send out Bo Stewart to punt it away. Chauncey Haynes will be back deep to return, as he is a dangerous man to punt it to.
Oh, very dangerous. To me, probably one of the best returners in the state.
So high snap. Charlie almost blocked his man, and he's going to be called for roughing the passer. That is a tough call to make.
Oh, it's like, I think every referee just threw a flag.
Yeah, there's flags everywhere. First flag was thrown to the backfield. I don't know what the other 3 are.
I know one is probably blocking it back, and you got to hold him.
So this is going to be a discussion here, as we don't. As Charlie Collins got in the backfield quickly. He almost had a hand on the ball. I don't know if you should really call him for roughing the kicker there, because he can't really stop his momentum. And Charlie is frustrated going down to the sideline. That is a tough call to make. So we might see some offsetting penalties. Let's see here. Block in the back, Valonia. Or Comets, rather. Holding Comets. Penalty is declined. Both of those penalties declined. And roughing the kicker against the Comets. So a penalty-fueled punt on that previous play. 3 penalties. All of which against the Comets. And that's something we haven't seen all season, where there's multiple penalties, all of which being on the Comets.
Like I said, I believe every ref threw a flag when they played.
So after those penalties, Valonia will remain on offense. And they'll be in Mills territory. So now 1st and 10 after the roughing the kicker penalty. He's going to throw it out to his left side to his man, number 19. And Charlie's going to pull him down out of bounds after a big yard after catch gain.
I thought Charlie was going to stay with it because Charlie was in the perfect position guarding him, but Charlie ran in.
So that puts the Eagles into the red zone.
What I like about this Vilonia Eagles offense, they run a lot of misdirection.
So now 1st and 10. Going to hand off to 19 again. He's going to try to go down to the far sideline, and Charlie's going to wrap him up and bring him down. So clock stops at 10 minutes, 27 seconds. It'll be 2nd down for Valonia from the Mills 9-yard line. And false start. So that'll put the Eagles back, because that'll slow down their momentum.
Yes, sir.
Reggie Swinton putting on the sound effects here tonight. So once again, I like to reiterate this. We do not have Terry Jordan with us, as I'm having to do double duty of both play-by-play and production. Therefore, that's why you don't see the game clock or the down and distance, so we apologize for that. We will remind you every single play. So 2nd down and 12 after the penalty. Going to throw to
good job,
about
KJ.
the 5-yard line. Gibson, the intended receiver. And Massey overthrew his guy. So it'll be 3rd down.
Let's see, can one of our seniors make a big time play right here.
Clock stops at 10 minutes, 21 seconds. You're on 3rd down and 12 for Valonia at the Comets' 14-yard line. Massey alone in the backfield. Comets going to try to charge at him, but he finds his man. It's another screen pass, and he gets the 1st down. Hunter Wells on the reception.
Yeah, they killing us with these screens tonight. We got to stay at home.
So that will give the Eagles 1st and goal from about the 2-yard line. Eagles looking to extend their lead as they lead by 1 here in the 2nd quarter. 10-13 on the game clock. High snap, and he's going to go in. The direct snap to Hunter Wells. And did they signal for a touchdown?
No, they did. He was short.
So he was a yard short. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from the 1-yard line. The Eagles are going to bring out their big man set and the Wildcat to Wells again on the direct snap, and he's in. So Valonia tags on 6 more points, taking advantage of the roughing the kicker penalty. So with 9 minutes, 36 seconds remaining here in the 1st half, Valonia extends their lead. Comets just don't look like they're playing like their normal selves. As you got to win tonight in order to be the 1 seed, and the extra point is good by number 18. Once again, we apologize. We don't have that number on the Valonia roster that we were given. So the Comets are in a bit of a pickle here, as this is a must-win game if you want the advantage in the playoffs.
Yes, sir. I told you that Valonia Eagle team, they have nothing to lose tonight. They want to play spoiler. It's always a good feeling when you can play spoiler on a senior night. You coming into town, a big hostile environment. They know this is hostile. They know what they up against, and they want to play spoiler. So the Mills Comets, we got to cut down on the penalties and get back to Mills Comets football.
Exactly, and Valonia is not going to be in the playoffs. They did not make the playoffs. As the only conference victory that they had this season was against Whitehall. And they haven't won another conference game. So the Comets coming to this game 8-1. Only loss was a Thursday night matchup at Maumelle. And now the Comets are fighting for their spot here in the playoffs. So number 18 will kick it away. And will be returned by Madison at the 18-yard line. He's going to be pulled down at the 24. So now a crucial possession here coming up for the Comets if you want to tie this game.
Yes, sir.
You got to score a touchdown and convert the 2-point conversion in order to tie. 9 minutes, 28 seconds remaining here in the 2nd. On on 1st and 10. Play clock will start at 25. Now Ringo gets the snap, throws to the near side of Dylan Parks. Parks gets the first down and then some as he reaches forward. And they'll mark the ball right where he reached it out at the 41-yard line, and a first down on the first play of the drive.
One thing about Dylan Parks, when he catch that ball, he gonna look for that contact. He's probably our most aggressive receiver that we have.
Madison, the man in motion, and Ringo will throw it to him, and it's in and out of his hands. That pass was way too high, and Madison tried to catch it with just his fingers, but it's incomplete. A tough night so far for Turk. Let's see if he can pick up the pace, because we know how great of a quarterback he is. Javion Love, the man in motion. Ringo will hand it off to Rojak. Rojak won't gain a yard. He was stuffed by a couple of Eagles there. And they will say he gained a yard. They'll mark the ball down just behind the 42. So now 3rd down. Ringo takes the snap, looks to throw. He's going to throw to Chauncey Haynes.
Oh.
And he's in the backfield. And he's going to lose a yard.
Oh, my God, he just broke that boy ankles.
So a loss of 1 on 3rd down. The Comets are going to punt it away for the 2nd straight possession of the game. We're at 7 minutes and 40 seconds and counting here before halftime. Don't forget to join us for our Akel's Carpet One halftime show. We will also feature the halftime performance by the Mills High School Band. So Ringo will punt it away. Going to take a Comet roll to the 20, to the 15, and that's where the ball will stop. Just at the 14-yard line. So now before halftime, you want to see a big stop and a momentum booster.
Yes, sir.
And you want to get your offense into the end zone, score that 2-point conversion. Try and tie this ball game up before we go into the half. So don't forget to join us for our Akel's Carpet One halftime show presented by Akel's Carpet One. So we thank Akel's Carpet One for being our premier sponsor, sponsoring our halftime show here on the Mill Sports Network. So now Massey, alone in the backfield, will drop back, look out. He had to throw it quickly, and his receiver caught it. Pass complete to number 15. That's another number that we don't have on the roster.
Does that mean he's a sophomore?
Probably. But he gets a big first down for Valonia.
Team full of sophomores.
It's just bizarre not seeing so many names without numbers than numbers on the field that we don't have on the roster. So 1st and 10 after that big-time reception. Comets defensive line playing more aggressively here as Zion Smith gets the stop after a 2-yard gain by Massey.
That was good. Great sound gap defense right there. Staying home, playing your gaps right there, your lane assignment.
So it's a 2-yard gain. It would be 2nd down and 8. Clock rolling at 6 minutes, 20 seconds. 2nd down. Hand off down to the left side. And he's going to be stopped by Charlie Collins and Ryan White. That was Gibson on the carry. We have an official be holding I didn't see the flag be thrown again. I just saw an official with the flag in his hand. So it's a holding penalty against Valonia. And that'll slow down their momentum for sure, taking them back 10 yards. It'll remain second down. And now the Mills students getting on their feet, making some noise. On a chilly night here in the Galaxy. So second down and long. Massey looks to throw down to his left side as his man was out of bounds.
Good job by Ento using that sidelines, another defender.
Hunter Wells, the intended receiver, as he was a couple yards out of bounds as he brought the ball down. So now third down and long for Valonia. Comets need to bring out their best passing defense here. Clock stops at 5:34 here in the second quarter. And timeout, Valonia. Valonia uses their first timeout of the half. It'll be third down and long after this short break. So once again, we apologize that we don't have the down and distance or the game clock on the screen right now. As I mentioned earlier, our producer Terry Jordan was in a car accident earlier this afternoon. So unfortunately, he was not able to make tonight. So I am filling in for him as both producer and my normal duties as play-by-play.
Shout out to my guy, Scary Terry. I talked to him. He's good. Everything was all right. So he was an accident, but he's good. I FaceTimed him and stuff like that. He was smiling and stuff. So shout out to Scary Terry, man.
I have a feeling Terry's probably in the chat. I haven't checked yet, but I have a feeling he's there. So both teams are back on the field, ready to go. And now we have an official's timeout. Not entirely sure why, but the officials look like they need to clarify something before this next play on third and long. Both teams are already lined up, ready to go. Massey will be alone in the backfield with 5 wide. Comets do not have anybody deep. It's going to be an all-man defense here. So Massey drops back, and look out, Ian Streeter's back there. He's got a hand on him, and Ian Streeter gets the sack. Jamison Parker was back there as well. And so was Zion Smith.
One thing about that Ian Streeter, he's not the biggest man in the world, but Mr. Ian Streeter, like, he plays with a lot of heart. He's like also one of the hardest souls on the football team. Just a junior on the team. He plays some ball, man. Good job, Ian Streeter.
So a big-time sack, and that'll be fourth down and forever. So Valonia will have to punt it away from almost their own goal line. Charlie playing it safe this time as Chauncey Haynes touched the ball. Chauncey touched the ball. Looks like he dived on top of it, though. That could have been disastrous.
Yeah, that's real risky right there. You gotta. It's hard judging on punts like that.
So after another scare, it looked like Valonia was about to recover. The Comets take over on offense. First and 10 from the Valonia 47 with 4 minutes, 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So now Achilles Ringo.
Here we go. Play ball.
Claps takes the snap. He's going to throw it down to the near side to Dylan Parks, and Parks going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Spot the ball at the 39. So it'll be second down and 2 after an 8-yard gain.
I'd like us to get a touchdown this drive right here, have some momentum going into halftime.
So second down. Ringo takes the snap, drops back, looks to throw to Madison, overthrew his man.
Can't throw to him. He's been blanketed all night.
Madison was basically in double coverage there.
Ringo's like 7'11". He always open.
So now 3rd down and 2. Ringo will hand it off to Jackson, and Rodney Jackson gets the first down, lowers his shoulder, gets inside the 30-yard line down to about the 29, and a big-time first down by Rodney Jackson.
Yes, sir. That was a great run by Mr. Jackson. It's also good seeing Mr. Lindsey back in the lineup at that center position, seeing them snaps come back real good and fast for Mr. Ringo.
Now, Keelan Lindsey had to sit out last week after being suspended. He was ejected from the Robinson game. Now Achilles Ringo will keep it, and he almost ran over a man. And he himself got the first down.
I ain't never seen him drop his shoulder before.
As he was not afraid there. And he gets the Comets into the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 16. Four wide receivers, 2 on each side. Here on 1st and 10. Madison, the man in motion. Ringo's going to fake the handoff. He's going to run it himself down to the left sideline to about the 5-yard line. They'll mark him at the 4. Ringo on another quarterback keeper. He's playing dangerous tonight, D-Rob.
Oh, yes, sir. He's using that feet. Like I said, this Mills coming offense is already scary, but when Mr. Ringo is using his legs, it brings us to a whole nother level.
So now 1st down and goal. And the Comets are bringing out their big man set.
Uh-oh.
And the wishbone is Smith, Parks, and Jackson with Ringo under center. Now Ringo going to hand it off to Rodney Jackson. And Jackson,
he's on the 1.
He was stopped just short of the goal line. It looked like he was in almost. But they're going to mark him down about the 1-inch line.
Because you cannot see Jackson behind that convoy, man.
So it'll be 2nd down and goal. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Same big man set. Ringo's going to keep it up the middle. Touchdown, Comets.
Tutty Ringo.
A great drive by the Comets offense, led by Achilles Ringo. And Ringo will punch it in himself. And now the Comets will have to go for 2 here to tie this ball game, as the initial PAT by Ricardo Gayton was no good. So now the Comets down 2, have to go for 2. And now the Comets want to take a timeout to talk about it. So you get the touchdown, D-Rob, and now you're down 2. What play do you go to tie this game up with a 2-point conversion?
Either I go bread and butter, or I go like a quarterback, maybe quarterback sweep, and get Ringo behind that big convoy of Charlie Collins, Zeke Smith, and whoever else back there, like straight power, overpower them.
I did see Charlie Collins come onto the field getting set.
Yeah, that's what I would like to see.
So Comets use their first time out of the half to talk about this 2-point conversion. And now this Valonia defense will have to stay on their toes because they don't know quite what's coming. And it looks like the Comets are going to bring everybody up on the line. Charlie Collins is on the field in the wishbone, alongside Zion Smith and Caleb Sane. Ringo, and he made a couple Eagles jump. Never mind, it'll be a false start.
I still stick the same play call. I get Ringo behind Caleb Sane, Zeke Smith, and Charlie Collins, or I go fullback in the flat, or I go a fade ball to Madison.
So a false start penalty on the 2-point conversion attempt. Now Comets still trying to punch it in and tie this ball game up. Ringo under center. Going to quickly throw it out to Akil Madison, and he mossed his man. And he ties the ball game up.
I said fade ball to Madison. You can't. Many people say that's 50-50, but I'm going to go 95-5.
That was probably one of the most impressive catches he's made all year. That was amazing. So the Comets tie the ball game up at 14 apiece with 2 minutes and 38 seconds here remaining in the second quarter.
Yeah, that was a great way to answer by the Mills Comets offense right there. Now it's time for the defense. It's 2 minutes and 38 seconds left. I would like to see our defense get a quick 3 and out, and maybe this offense can get back on the field, try to get a Ricardo Gayton field goal or another touchdown right here before halftime.
That last drive was a big momentum builder as well, especially getting that 2-point conversion. Achilles Ringo is just a fantastic leader.
Yeah, man, he's QB1, man, #1 quarterback in the state, man.
And the biggest obstacle for the next season is who's going to replace him, because Akil Madison, he was also a quarterback. He played quarterback as we went to Robinson. He's also a senior.
Yeah, well, it's hard to say right now, but I'm gonna just enjoy while he's here, man.
Yep.
The dynamic duo and all these pieces that the Mills Company have. I'm gonna enjoy while he's here. I like living for the moment, and the moment is now for these guys.
So Ricardo Gayton wanted to kick the ball away, but the officials blow it dead.
Offsides on the Comets.
So, on the kickoff attempt.
Oh, sideline warning.
Was it against the Comets?
Nah, he pointed to Valonia.
So a sideline warning against the Eagles.
So just a re-kick from the same spot.
Ricardo Gayton it's set to kick it away, but the officials didn't have the football ready for him, as it was still down the Valonia sideline. And now Ricardo Gayton set to kick it away with 2 minutes 38 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And Ricardo kicks it away. It'll be returned at the 21. And he finds some room down the left side as he is tripped up.
All right, let's go defense.
I believe that was Jeremy Edwards on the stop. Now Valonia has 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
Yeah.
To get another score here. A great defensive stop on the previous possession by the Comets. So now 1st and 10 for Valonia. Now Massey drops back. He's going to throw down to the sideline. Is intercepted by KJ Ferguson.
Yes, sir. I said we needed to stop. I want to big play seniors. Let's go.
KJ Ferguson.
I think Mr. KJ Ferguson read the quarterback odds all the way. The quarterback didn't look nowhere else, and he telegraphed that throw. And when you telegraph throws like that, them safeties will get you every time.
It is senior night, and these Comets seniors are showing up and showing out tonight.
Oh, yes, sir.
A great interception there by Camarion Ferguson, and now the Comets have 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line after that interception. Ferguson remains on the field. He's both a safety and a receiver. One of the Iron Men for the Comets. Now Ringo takes the snap, drops back. Look out, as he's going to have to scramble away. He was almost pulled down, and he will be tripped up.
Come on, we need some sense of urgency. We got to get back on the ball.
Be 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, make it 3 yards. So now 2nd down and 13. .210 and counting here on the game clock. On 2nd and 13. Comets line up with trips left. Now Ringo takes the snap. He's going to drop back, look out. He's going to have to throw it quickly, and just threw it out of bounds. He tried to get it to Madison.
3rd down.
So now it'll be 3rd down and 13. As we can hear the Comets marching band warming up on the track here on the near side of the stadium. As we will bring you their performance during the Eagles Carpet One halftime show. It's now on 3rd and 13. Ringo's going to throw. Flag on the play, probably a hold. So Ringo's going to go ahead and throw it to Dylan Parks. Parks gets the first down, but I think this play is coming back. So a flag is down in the backfield as Ringo was looking to throw. There's a good-looking play there, Ringo to Parks. Parks would have had the first down.
Face mask.
So it is not a holding penalty. It's a face mask against Valonia.
Oh, nice.
So the first down will stand with 1 minute, 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And just when you thought that was going to be a drive killer, that actually helps the Comets a lot.
It was a drive starter.
It's now 1st and 10 in Valonia territory. High snap. Ringo hands it off to Jackson, and Jackson, it's quite a few yards, going to be brought down to the 25. About 2 yards short of the first down.
1 minute left.
And they mark it as he's just 1 yard short, so now 2nd down and 1. 50 seconds and counting. Comets will have to kick it away to start the second half as Valonia deferred their option during the opening coin toss. It's now 40 seconds on the game clock. Ringo takes the snap, drops back, and Lookout's going to quickly throw it to Javion Love. And Love, 3 guys around him. He's still on his feet. Javion Love making guys miss. Touchdown Comets! Javion Love! Are you kidding me?
Yes, sir. Mr. Javion Love with the yak.
And he gives the Comets the lead back with 26 seconds remaining in the first half.
That's exactly what the Mills Comets needed right there.
I mean, Javion Love, he's been something special this season. I mean, there's been a lot of guys that have been showing up and showing out every single game. Javion Love is absolutely one of them.
Yeah, he's another one. He's not the biggest man on the field. He's not the fastest, but he's super. He kind of reminds me of like a little Chris Olave from the New Orleans Saints.
So Ricardo Gayton's PAT is blocked. So unfortunately, Ricardo is 0 for 2 on PAT so far. With 26 seconds before halftime, the Comets lead by 6. We remind you that during the opening coin toss, Valonia won the toss, deferred their option to the second half, so the Comets will kick it away to start the third quarter after our Eagles Carpet One halftime show.
Yes, sir. We can talk some football at halftime.
So now Gayton will be back on the field to kick it away. And unfortunately, this hasn't been his game so far, as he's 0 for 2 in PATs, which is not something that we're used to seeing.
No, it's not. He's still Mr. Automatic in my book.
He's one of the hardest working players for the Comets this year.
Yeah.
So now Gayton will kick it away. It's a great kick. Going to be fielded at about the 12 by Valonia. And look out, he's going to be smacked. I believe that was Ace Sowell on the return.
Yeah, I know he go feel that one tomorrow. Good God Almighty.
There's about 2 or 3 Comets there in on the stop.
They had a Valonia sandwich.
So about 20 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Valonia.
Expect the nail down.
Yeah. And that's what it'll be. So Valonia, once again, will return the kickoff to begin the second half. And that will do it for your first half of play. So at the end of 2 quarters, your Mills Comets lead the Vilonia Eagles 20-14 here from the Galaxy on senior night. And we'll be right back with our Akel's Carpet One halftime show right here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we're pulling out all of the stops for the whole enchilada sale.
Take advantage of store-wide savings.
Carpet,
Tile,
Cabinets, and more.
free installation and padding on all carpets. No interest for 18 months on flooring or cabinets. Sales tax paid.
At Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we make it beautiful
For less.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
We'd like to give a special shout out to the Mills High School Band for the recent competition series. The band went to ASBA Region 1 marching assessment last Tuesday and received all 1 superior ratings. Please give a round of applause for the superior rated Mills University Studies High School marching band. another round of applause for your Middle University State High School marching band. We'd also like to give special recognition to our special seniors, Joe Phillips, Noel Contreras, Benjamin Kane, Kalinda Loomis, Taylor Molden, Clarissa Smith, Meredith Stoup, Cameron Taylor, Richard Wilson, Skylar Floyd, Anthony Ortega, Dakiva Smith, Giselle Lopez, Deshaun Hughes, Mike McCoy, and Ashley Ramos. Please give a hand for our wonderful seniors. Let's welcome our seniors doing senior night. Our seniors are Nyla Neal, Ivory Turner, Nicola Franklin, Mara Alexander, and Caitlin Brown. And a special happy birthday to Ivory Turner. Introducing the Comet Elite Dance Team. Give them another round of applause. Those are the seniors of the Comedy League dance team. Great job, ladies.
Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we're pulling out all of the stops for the whole enchilada sale.
Take advantage of store-wide savings.
Carpet,
Tile,
Cabinets, and more.
free installation and padding on all carpets. No interest for 18 months on flooring or cabinets. Sales tax paid.
At Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we make it beautiful
For less.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
We welcome you back to the Galaxy. The Comets lead the Valonia Eagles 20-14 here at halftime, and we welcome you to our Akel's Carpet One halftime show. Dear Rob, it was a bit of a sloppy first half for the Comets offensively. So what do you think the halftime adjustments will be for Mills?
Man, halftime adjustment, man. The Mills Comets, they just got to play ball and sloppy first half. Start off with a first drive touchdown. Then after that, you had a couple of drives that stalled out with a turnover on downs and stuff like that. So it was a little better towards the end of the second quarter. Had some key moments by some seniors. JVN Love getting loose, Mr. Kill Madison getting loose, and their defense is flexing their muscles. So I'm looking forward to another good second half of Mills Comets football so we can finish this thing off so we get that number 1 seed in the playoffs.
And a great drive on offense to end the first half for the Comets as Achilles Ringo led his troops down the field. He was basically carrying that entire drive mostly with 2 carries on the ground for him, and then ending it off with a touchdown at the end of the drive. So that gave the Comets the lead. They lead by 6 now here at halftime, and the Eagles deferred their option to the second half during the opening coin toss, meaning they will return to begin the third quarter.
I've been saying all night, when this Mills Comets offense, it's a good offense, but when you have Ringo using his feet, using his legs to extend plays and get first downs, it bring a whole nother little excitement to the Mills Comets offense. Then on the defense side of the ball, you got the D-line, Mr. Charlie Collins, Caleb Sane, Zeke Smith, Jamison Parker. Then you got them good linebackers and Mr. Ryan White and Mr. Ian Street. Then you got the back end, Mr. KJ Ferguson, for example, with that interception, get the ball back. Mills Comets, they just flexing on offense and defense right now. So it's a good showing before we head into the playoffs.
Yeah, 2 interceptions for the Comets. First one by Ento, the second by Ferguson. So great stops there on defense. And it looks like that as the second quarter progressed that the Comets defense was picking up some steam.
Yeah, but I also got to give credit when credit due. I said Vilonia Eagles, they got nothing to lose tonight with them not going to the playoffs. with nothing to lose, they play with a lot of intensity. They play with fire. They run a lot of misdirection. We're keeping Mills at home. And like Mills comes, they got to stay home. So a lot of more misdirection gonna come in the second half, and we just see how the Mills comes to adjust to it.
About 5 minutes remaining here before the third quarter. Neither team has emerged from their locker rooms. So what do you think the conversation in the locker room for the Comets is right now?
We got a lot of bonehead penalties in this first half, a lot of personal foul penalties. I looked at the cut down on the penalties. I think I'll take the jinx on that because I was talking about how we ain't had that many penalties. So less penalties, and also just the defense staying at home, stopping the misdirection. Then as far as offense, we just got to be more like sustaining drives, not getting greedy on the downfield plays, take what they give us.
Yeah, so it's obviously the coldest game of the season, being the last game of the season. The cold front has come in. Do you think that the elements are kind of at play here with this cold weather?
Maybe just a little bit. You had kind of all week to prepare for the cold element with, like, it's getting dark kind of faster. When it's getting dark kind of faster, the cold front come in. So I'm pretty sure Coach Lee and company be getting them boys right, practicing outside. Also, even though having the indoor field, you still get acclimated with it.
Absolutely, and it's a bit of a chilly night. It's not as cold as we initially expected it to be, but our guy Jake is up on the roof. He doesn't have to deal with the wind, and I've been there, man. It's not fun. So we thank Jake for being here. He's wearing his Tennessee Titans beanie. I think he's all toasty and warm with that alone, wouldn't you say? Yeah.
I wonder how he felt after that loss last night.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but
we got a couple teammates up in here, Terrence Ingram and Darryl Miller up here,
yeah,
bundled up like they in Colorado or something.
Terrence looks like it's a snow day right now. He is covered head to toe. So it's great to have Terrence and Darryl here joining us here tonight at the Galaxy. We have about 3.5 minutes remaining before the third quarter, and the Comets are back on the field down there on the end zone, beginning the warm-ups, and that'll do it for your Akel's Carpet One halftime show. We thank you for joining us. We'll be right back in about 3 minutes with the second half of play right here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we're pulling out all of the stops for the whole enchilada sale.
Take advantage of store-wide savings.
Carpet,
Tile,
cabinets, and more.
free installation and padding on all carpets. No interest for 18 months on flooring or cabinets. Sales tax paid.
At Akel's Flooring and Cabinets, we make it beautiful
For less. Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way. Man on a mission, I'ma get it, you know I be on the way. Yeah, it's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving this at all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in and doing that work. Check priorities, I'm doing that first. Check's big and I'm sure that hurts, but it's checkmate, we ain't selling short, know the work. Ain't nowhere to hide, you ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind, cause I be on the way. Yeah, over everything. It's that comeback. I'm calling plays, hit the pass, then the run back. Yeah, I'm far ahead and gotta run last. But we ain't letting up, we never done that. Ain't nowhere to hide. You ain't gotta see me come and keep me on your mind. Cause I be on the way. Yeah. You know I be on the way.
And we welcome you back to the Galaxy as your Comets are on the field now, warming up before the second half. And we thank you for joining us here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. I'm Trip Keeter alongside my broadcast partner, Darius Robinson. And our high camera tonight is Jake Couples up on the roof. And I am doing Terry Jordan's job tonight as he is back home. Unfortunately, he was in a automobile accident, but thankfully he is doing okay. So he is most likely watching us here tonight, so we say hello to our good friend Scary Terry. And I'm making your job look easy, Terry. So the Comets, they added a couple more minutes on the clock for both teams to warm up. And as we said during the Ankles Carpet One halftime show, D-Rob, it's the adjustments, the halftime adjustments are crucial here.
Yeah, heading to the second half. Final half of Week 10, it's gonna be some good football play right here. It's a lot at stake, a lot of playoff implications and stuff like that. So it's time to play ball.
Absolutely. So both teams are on the field right now. Comets huddling up at the goal line, ready to go.
I could do a quick score update for our Pulaski County Schools district. You got Silver Hills in Greene County. Silver Hills is down 1 point at halftime, 13-14. You got your Joe T. Robertson down right now to the Pineapple High Zebras, 13-7. You got your Maumelle Hornets, they down 7-6 to BB at halftime. So a lot of good football is being played around right now in the Pulaski County.
And big playoff implications for those schools tonight, mostly for the Comets, because with a win tonight, the Comets secure the number 1 seed.
Yes, sir.
And then if that happens, the winner of the Robinson Pine Bluff game is number 2. The loser is number 3.
Yeah.
So.
And also, with the number 1 seed, Mills Comets receive a conference championship they haven't won in, 35 years?
Yes, 35 years. First time in 35 years since the Comets last won a conference championship, so quite a few things on the line here tonight.
That's kind of hard to believe too, because Mills has had a lot of good ball players come through here, and not to win a conference championship.
Yeah,
that's tough.
And they've been playing in this conference for the past couple of years, so obviously a lot of competition.
Yeah,
a lot of talented teams in this conference. So a victory here tonight would be historic for this program for sure. So now the Eagles are already back on the field, ready to return the kickoff as they deferred their option to the second half during the opening coin toss. So Ricardo Gayton will come back onto the field to kick it away for the Comets. Comets ended the first half with a couple of great defensive stops. Let's see if the Comets can begin the third quarter doing just that. Once again, we apologize. We don't have Terry with us tonight, so we won't have the down and distance or the game clock here on the screen.
I think he's been doing just fine, man.
All right, well, I have to keep repeating it just so it's known in case anybody comes in and doesn't know what's going on. So just going to be a semi-frequent update as there's a kick away from Ricardo Gates. It's going to be returned from the 20 by Valonia. And Comets struggled to bring him down until Vance Cunningham made the tackle there, down there by the Valonia sideline. So the Eagles will take over to begin the second half, 1st and 10. Ball at the Valonia 44-yard line. Comets defense looking ready to go. Massey in the backfield. Going to throw it to his man on the screen pass once again. He breaks a tackle and is going to be taken down. Ian Streeter and Miles Castor on the tackle. The pass was complete to Lance McNew.
A great field tackle right there.
So only a 2-yard gain. Make it a 3-yard gain, second down. Hand it off down to the right side, up the middle. Driving gets the first down. Well, the Comets defense kind of slowing down their momentum here to begin the third quarter. That was number 19 on the carry. Again, we apologize. We don't have his number on the roster. That's been the case for quite a few Valonia players here tonight.
I'm finna get it.
So they hand it off to him again up the middle. Ian Streeter is there to bring him down after about a 4-yard gain down at about the 40-yard line. "11 minutes and counting here on the clock here in the third quarter. And Valonia picking up some momentum here in the third quarter.
Number 19 is Lathan Stewart.
And hand it off down to the left side, and they bring him down at about the 35. So it was Gibson on the carry. Be 3rd down and 2. Comets bringing everybody up on the line. They're going to run it up the middle. They get the first down. Comets going to have to swarm them down to bring them down to about the 30-yard line. So Valonia's offense has been punching holes in this Comets defense here so far. And now we have an eagle down in officials' timeout. Looks like he was helped back up as that was the ball carrier, Caden Gibson. He was going to make his way on his own to the sideline, as he was slow to get up, but he was helped up, and he might be a bit shaken up. So now play resumes. Valonia on offense, ball at the Comets' 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Going to hand it off, and whoa, what a tackle there by Caleb Sane. Brandon Jones.
Throw a flag.
And now a late flag. Brandon Jones was tackled pretty hard by Caleb Sane, and now we have a late flag, personal foul against the Eagles. So Valonia must have been jawing down there. Not happy that Caleb Sane made the tackle. So that'll put Valonia back to the 48-yard line. I believe this is 2nd down and 28.
2nd down and forever.
Ball is at the 48, and they have to get to the 20 to get the first down. Coincidentally, the 20 is painted in yellow. So 2nd down and forever. Massey drops back to pass, throws down the middle. He's got his man, and he makes a couple Comets miss. He's going to be brought down by Caleb Sane and Miles Castor. And they're going to take him down at about the 33. They'll bring up 3rd down and long. $20 on the play clock as Massey takes the call from the sideline by the Valonia coaches. It's now 3rd down and 13. Going to drop back to pass. Look out, Charlie Collins is coming. And he throws down to the left side. It is caught. Flag on the play.
He going pass interference.
Pass was complete to Jordan Roberts. And they threw a flag. It might be a pass interference. We have a Comet down. That's Nicholas Carter down on the ground, and he is not looking okay. He is in a lot of pain. So now Nick is going to be held off the field. And it looks like it's a knee injury. He's holding on to his right knee. So the pass interference call against the Comets will be declined. The result of the play will be first down and goal for Valonia from the 10-yard line. Eight minutes, 32 seconds on the clock. They're going to hand it off to number 19 once again down the sideline, trying to lower his shoulder, and he is short of the end zone at about the 2-yard line. And I can't see what that says, D-Rob, as a Coca-Cola ad popped up.
Josiah Nelson.
He said that was Nelson on the carry. So now, second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Everybody is on the line. And a direct snap up the middle, touchdown. So a direct snap to Hunter Wells ties the game up at 20 with 7:54 in the third quarter. So the Comets defense not quite playing to full potential here tonight. So now the PAT is up, and it is good. So Valonia takes a 1-point lead. So a tough break there for the Mills defense. Struggling to slow down Valonia. Now the Comets will get set to start their first offensive drive of the second half. Seven minutes and 54 seconds here on the clock. And the Eagles come back out on the field getting set to kick it away. Chauncey Haynes back deep to return. And the kickoff is away. And Haynes will return at the 15-yard line. Chauncey Haynes trying to find a hole up the middle. Is going to be stopped at the 35. And that's where the Comets will take over, 1st and 10. First and 10 for the Comets from their own 33-yard line. Achilles Ringo takes the snap, looks to his left, fires to Dylan Parks, and Parks got it! Dylan Parks down the sideline! Touchdown Comets! Did he lose the football? He might have dropped it after crossing the goal line. Now the officials are going to discuss it. Touchback. They call it a touchback. And that is a tough call. And it looked like to me that he fumbled the ball after crossing the goal line, and he recovered his own fumble. So either way, the officials say it's a touchback, and Cortez Lee wants an explanation.
That was tough.
That is tough, absolutely. And it looked like Dylan Parks was about to have a highlight play. I didn't see the ball go out of bounds, though. Unless he somehow dropped it and went in the back of the end zone. It looked like to me that he picked it up.
Now, once they saying Valonia covered the ball in the end zone, making a touchback.
So now 1st and 10, Vilonia from their own 20, and the Comets are going to play aggressive here on defense. As nobody here on the Mills side was happy about that. So a 1-yard gain on 1st and 10 will bring up 2nd down and 9 from the Valonia 21-yard line. And now an official's timeout. And now the Comets fans making some noise here.
The referee's taking him time out. He's talking to Charlie Collins and the Valonia player.
There might be some jawing back and forth down there. So now 2nd down and 9. From their own 21-yard line. Massey looks to throw. He's going to scramble down to the right side. Flag thrown. And he has to throw it away. It's going to be a holding against Valonia. So a 10-yard penalty. We'll bring up 2nd down and 19. After that holding penalty, 6 minutes and 34 seconds on the game clock. Now 2nd and long for Valonia. Going to hand it off up the middle. And he's only going to gain about a yard or two. And that'll bring up 3rd down and long for Valonia. Third down and 16 for Valonia. And the Comets fans making some noise. Here on 3rd and long, 5 wide receivers, and Valonia wants to take a timeout. So their first timeout of the half. And the Comets defense looking to bounce back after that touchback.
Yeah, for everyone that's asking why it was a touchback, Mr. Dylan Parks, he did fumble the ball before going into the end zone. When the ball was fumbled in the end zone, Mr. Dylan Parks never recovered the ball, when Valonia got the ball, making it a touchback.
So now, looking at the play back here, He did lose the ball at about the 3. And instead of recovering it, Dylan just stood back up and put his hands in the air.
Yeah. That's a tough call right there, but
yeah.
You got to move on.
So now 3rd down and 16 for Valonia from their own 14-yard line. They got to make it to the 30 to get the first down. Massey drops back, looks at it. He's got to throw it quickly to the screen pass. Incomplete. Incomplete pass on the screen. And I'll bring up 4th down and long. So now the Vilonia Eagles will line up in punt formation with Chauncey Haynes back deep to return for the Comets. And the punt is short. It went straight up in the air. It's going to roll almost to the Vilonia 40.
Great field position.
Yes, the Comets will take over in Eagle territory at the 40-yard line. Looking to bounce back from that touchback on the previous drive. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Vilonia 40. 5:36 remaining in the 3rd. Madison, the man in motion, they'll give it to him. And he tries to cut up the middle, but he's going to be tackled 1 yard behind the line of scrimmage. Be 2nd down and 11. 5:15 remaining here in the 3rd. Comets will line up with trips left. Now Ringo will hand it off to Rodney Jackson. Jackson gets about 2 yards and will bring up 3rd down and 9. So 3rd down for the Comets in Valonia territory. Now Ringo drops back, looks to throw, flag downfield. Ringo still on his feet, and he's going to take off on his own, out of bounds. We'll see what this penalty is. As the flag was about 10 yards down the field from where Ringo was. And now the official still discussing it. Here comes the white hat. It is a holding against Valonia. So a defensive holding. And that'll give the Comets an automatic first down. .4:15 on the game clock here in the 3rd quarter. Comets with a new set of downs after that defensive penalty. Now Ringo looks to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got to roll it out to his right. Throws to the end zone to Dylan Parks. Is he in the end zone?
Yes, sir.
Out of bounds at the 1 yard line. Dylan Parks. Talk about redemption. And the Comets will have 1st and goal from the 1 yard line.
I think that one should have been a touchdown. I got to go back.
Yeah, it looked like he was in. So it's 1st and goal for the Comets.
Yeah, that's touchdown. when he caught the ball, he spent into the touchdown. That should be touchdown.
So now, instead it'll be first down and goal from about the 4-yard line. Comets coming out in the wishbone. We'll hand it off to Caleb Sane. And no, he fakes the handoff. Achilles Ringo drops back, throws to the end zone. Javion Love incomplete. So on the play action pass, incomplete, but we have a holding against the Comets. And now, wait a minute. Was that a 2-point conversion attempt?
Oh, that was a 2-point conversion.
I didn't see a touchdown signal.
Oh, yeah. One ref did call a touchdown.
So the 2-point conversion was no good. The touchdown still stands from Dylan Parks. Comets retake the lead. And there was a holding penalty against the Comets, but the Eagles declined. Now Ricardo Gaten back to kick it away for the Comets. The Comets lead by 5. And the kick is away. Be returned at the 15. Down the left side, and look out. He's going to be wrapped up and swung down. A good tackle there made by one of the Comets. I believe that was Jeremy Edwards on the tackle. And Valonia will have 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. First and 10, handoff up the middle. Gains about 5 yards. That Vilonia offensive line has been working hard tonight.
Yeah, they've been moving the power a little bit.
Now 2nd down. Hand it off once again down to the right side. Comets trying to get to him, and he's still on his feet. Gets down about the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 41. Miles Castor looks hurt down there. He's limping a bit, but he's still on the field. Now 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Low snap. Massey going to throw on the screen pass and a flag. 2 flags were thrown as the pass was complete to Hunter Wells. Holding against Valonia. So Valonia will lose 10 yards on the holding penalty. And that'll take them all the way back to the 49. So now it's 1st down and 20. .245 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 20, they hand it off up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go. Comets defensive line was back there. Ian Streeter and Zion Smith. And he's stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 20. So second down and 20. Massey will roll it out to his left side. He's got a couple of blocks trying to keep Charlie Collins from getting to him. He's going to toss it to the sideline, incomplete. So now it'll be third down and 20. Clock stops at just under 2 minutes. Play clock at 15.
Third and long, this is one of your seniors, one of your playmakers come and make a big time play.
5 on the play clock. They just barely get the snap away. Here comes Charlie Collins trying to get in the backfield. Going to throw it down the left side. Flag. Flag on the play. This play might be coming back because he's still on his feet down to the 20-yard line. Taken down by the Comets at about the 11. We'll see what this flag is. Flag is all the way back to the 45. It'll be a holding against the Comets, and it will be declined. So on third down and 20, Valonia converts and gets into the red zone. With 1:45 remaining in the third. First and 10. We'll hand it off up the middle.
Jamison.
And he's going to be down at the 6-yard line. We'll spot at the 7. $1:15 and counting. On second down in the red zone. Eagles line up in shotgun. Hand it off. Try to go up the middle, and he is a good hit there by Caleb Sane again. And they'll down him at about the 4-yard line and bring up third down and 1. And looks like the Eagles are going to bring out their big man set. With 30 seconds and counting on the game clock. On third down, high snap. They're going to direct snap it again. Driving forward, he might have been short.
Fourth down.
And they say he was short, so it'll be fourth down. The Eagles trying to run their Wildcat offense. And that'll do it for your third quarter of play as your Comets lead the Vilonia Eagles 26-21 here on a senior night, Friday night. It's a shootout tonight, folks. We'll be right back here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports.
Project Zero is a 501c3 nonprofit with one goal, and that is to have 0 kids in foster care waiting to be adopted.
And we're hoping to have 0 kids waiting. That's our whole goal, Project Zero.
It means no kid is forgotten, and there are people always fighting for kids to find their forever family, no matter how old they are.
There's not awareness out there. I don't think people understand the need that we have here in our own state for these children who are wonderful children waiting for forever families.
And we welcome you back to the Galaxy as we are about to begin the fourth quarter of play as your Comets lead the Valonia Eagles 26-21. And the Eagles start with 4th and 1 in the at about the 4-yard line. And they made the Comets jump. It'll be an encroachment penalty against the Comets.
Automatic first.
So half the distance to the goal. And automatic 1st and goal. Not the way you wanted to start the 4th quarter. So now ball will be at the 1. They put everybody up on the line of scrimmage. Hunter Wells, the direct snap, and he wasn't touched into the end zone. Eagles take the lead. So 2 plays into the 4th quarter. Comets jump on 4th down. Gave Valonia the automatic first. And Valonia ends the drive on a touchdown and takes the lead by 1.
Yeah.
So now they'll go for 2 here. As they want to be up by 3. And Massey drops back, looks to throw into the end zone. And 2-point conversion is good. Pass was complete to Hunter Wells. And now Valonia leads by 3 to begin the 4th quarter of play.
We got to hurt Valonia. No, he up.
And Hunter Wells was slow to get up. But he's back on his feet.
We have a ball game here in the game.
Oh, yes. It's going to be a fight to the finish here in the 4th quarter.
All about who wanted more.
Comets are already set to return the kickoff. And Valonia is taking their time there on the sideline. So you want to look out and be careful here for a potential onside kick. So they'll kick it away from the 40. He'll have to cross the 50 in order for Valonia to recover it. And it'll be a normal kick and returned at the 15 by Chauncey Haynes. Haynes gets taken down about the 34, and we have a Comet hurt.
I think it's
have a Comet on the ground. That's Miles Castor.
He's up.
And he's held back up, but limping off the field. So 1st and 10 for the Comets from their own 34-yard line. First drive of the 4th quarter. Ringo is going to fire to Javion Love, and Love is instantly taken down to the backfield. Instantly hit by Landon Mills in the backfield on the failed screen pass. Will knock the Comets back to their own 30. So now 2nd down and 14. Open field to the right, trips right. Ringo looks to throw. He's going to scramble down to his right side. And he fires down the middle to Javion Love. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Valonia. And he's in the end zone.
It's coming back.
So there is a flag down. So block in the back against Valonia. The interception will still stand. But the touchdown does not count. So that'll set them back to the 23-yard line. Comets desperately need to bounce back on defense here. They'll hand it off up the middle and barely tripped up by KJ Ferguson. And he'll give Vilonia first down and goal at about the 7-yard line. Now first and goal. And off to 19, up the middle again. He's going to try to drive to the end zone, but the Comets will stop him at about the 3-yard line. Be second down and goal from the 3. High snap, going to hand it off to 19 again, and the Comets get to him. He's brought down by the Comets. I believe that was Caleb Sane on the tackle. So now it's third and goal from the 3-yard line. Zion Smith now in the game for the Comets. And the Mills faithful making some noise below us, making the press box shake. And Wells will keep it down the right side. And he stops short. Fourth down and goal from about the 2-yard line. Now this play.
Big fourth down right here.
Fourth down and goal from the 2-yard line. 10 on the play clock. And Valonia will take a timeout.
This might be the play of the game right here.
You might be right, as the clock is stopped at 8 minutes 21 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Comets trail by 3. And that last interception by Achilles Ringo is not something you wanted to see here on senior night. So now it'll be fourth down and goal from the 2-yard line. Big, big, big time play coming up right here. Valonia now coming back onto the field. Play clock at 20. And 4th and 2. Hunter Wells on the direct snap, looks to throw, and his man is wide open. Touchdown.
Good play call.
So Valonia extends their lead to 9. Nobody was near him, as the Comets were looking for a run. And his man was wide open. So now Vilonia to kick the PAT to lead by 10. And it is good. So with 8 minutes and 16 seconds remaining here in the 4th, your Comets are down 10 on senior night.
This reminds me of the Whitehall game. We was down by 10 with 8 minutes left. So it can be done. We've seen it be done.
It can be done.
We've seen it be done plenty of times this season. We just see how we respond.
And the Comets' mindset was clearly going into this game already looking towards the playoffs. And with a win tonight, the Comets would be the number 1 seed. But it seems like going into this game, the Comets seem to think that they already got it. So now the Comets are going to have to bounce back from a 10-point deficit here in the 4th quarter. And the kickoff is away. It's a low one. Will be returned by Madison. And Madison looking to find some open room down the right side. He's going to be down at the 30-yard line. Now the Comets offense got to bounce back here after the previous drive resulted in an interception. Just over 8 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter. Now Ringo takes the snap, looks. And he almost found some open room, but he's going to be taken down and lost the football. He lost the football, picked up by Bo Stewart, and he's going to take it to the end zone.
Oh, my.
And a late flag.
I got to go look at that one, too.
And this got ugly fast. Now, discussion by the officials down on the field. And now they're going to go explain it to the coaches. So the discussion continues. It was a late flag after the touchdown. And we'll see what it is here. So it looks like the White Hat is getting ready to show us what it is. And Valonia coach is all the way down to the hash marks. So it looks like this one might be coming back. As Achilles Ringo and the Comets offense are still on the field. So personal foul against the Comets. So did they mark Ringo down? I think they're saying that Ringo was down, and after that personal foul, the Comets are now back deep on offense. Now Ringo trying to scramble away down the right side. He's going to be tackled, laid out of bounds. That's a penalty. And a late hit out of bounds.
So the yards will come back.
Yep.
If the Mills Comets want to win this game, too, they got to get some sense of urgency, too. It's a lot of walking around.
Oh, yeah. So they'll mark the ball at the 37, and that gives the Comets a first down. Matter of fact, no, it's going to be a third down and about 2. So third down and 2 for the Comets. Ringo alone in the backfield with 5 wide. And he'll take it under center, trying to run a QB sneak. And the push, the scrum to get the first down. And they say the Comets get it. So that'll move the chains. So a new set of downs here for the Comets. With 7:35, I beg your pardon, and counting. Ringo's going to throw it deep. And he's, incomplete. Eli Noble.
Oh, my God.
So many dropped passes by the Comets tonight. And it has been costly.
That was tough.
That was tough. My goodness. Just in and out of the hands of Eli. And did we have a holding penalty? I guess we did. It's now first down and 20. Love the man in motion. Ringo takes the snap. He's going to fire down the middle line right off the face mask of KJ Ferguson.
Oh, my God.
Second down and 20.
So even if he would have caught the touchdown, it still was coming back.
Yep. So now 5 wide. Ringo. Got to try to get rid of it. He still gets away. Fires and intercepted. Out off the hands of KJ Ferguson. Picked off by Hunter Wells. Ouch.
3 straight drops.
This is not good.
Yeah, that was not a good series right there at all.
Not at all. Nothing went into the Comets' favor.
Yeah. I mean, 7 minutes left. You still got to play ball. A lot of game left. Anything can happen.
So now Valonia will take over. First and 10 from their own 36 after that interception by Hunter Wells with 7 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. So now 1st and 10. Massey handed off up the middle to 19, and he is stuffed as Charlie Collins was all over him.
You got to play ball, man. You got to play ball.
No gain on the play. At least 2nd down and 10. A lot of tension in the air tonight.
Yeah. 6:40 left remaining.
2nd down and 10. Massey tried to make the Comets jump, did not work. And they'll hand it off down to the right side, and number 19 once again flagged. This might be coming back for a hold. It is a holding against Valonia.
Caleb Saylor right at the referee. Make sure he called
And
it.
another late flag. A late flag after the play is dead. Got a couple of guys still on the ground down there. Not a good view of who it is.
I think their helmets were stuck together.
Oh. So we know that this first flag was a holding penalty. Now we got to see what the second one was that was late after the play was dead. So either way, that puts the Eagles back to their own 25-yard line. I did not see a signal for what the second penalty was. That one may have been waved off. So now 2nd down and long. Gonna hand it off up the middle. Only gonna gain about 2 yards before the entire defensive line for the Comets swarm them. And Coach Cortez Lee wants to take a timeout. So a very stressful game all night for the Comets. And it'll take another come-behind victory in the 4th quarter to win this ball game. So it'll give the Eagles 3rd and long. But the Comets got to be careful on defense here as Valonia's had no problem converting all these 3rd and long or 2nd and long situations here, D-Rob.
Yeah. 5 minutes left. 5:50 left. A lot of game to be played. 3rd down. Make a play, get stops.
So 3rd down and long for Valonia. Massey will be alone in the backfield with 5 wide. And Gibson in motion. Massey takes the snap. Nearly sacked by Charlie Collins. In and out of the hands of Gibson. Incomplete.
4th down.
So now 4th down and long. Chauncey Haynes will go back deep to return the punt.
And we know what he's capable of when he's back there.
I believe that's Bo Stewart in punt formation for Valonia. And the punt is away. It's a high one. And Chauncey's going to let it bounce. Going to take a roll to the 39. And that's where the Comets will take over 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Now
5 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
Now we need to see that sense of urgency. You can't walk around now.
1st and 10 from their own 38 and a half. Comets line up with 5 wide. Now Ringo. Takes the snap. Got a little bit of time. Makes a man miss. Throws down the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Dylan Parks. Dylan thinks he caught the ball, but is incomplete. Second down and 10. So now second down and 10 from their own 38. .5:27 here in the fourth quarter. Now Ringo drops back, will throw down the left side and incomplete. Intended for Akil Madison, and now the Comets have third down and 10. Third down and 10. Ringo alone in the backfield. 5 wide receivers. And a quick double pass. Akil Madison. Dylan Parks is there, and he's got it! He didn't drop it this time. Touchdown, Comets!
That's the second time they have scored on their play this season.
Ringo to Madison to Parks, and the Comets are not quite done.
And like I said, there's a lot of time left. A lot of time left. They scored on that same play we played Maumelle.
So now the Comets will bring out Ricardo Gaeton to kick the extra point to put the Comets within 3. Achilles Ringo holding. And the kick is up. And it's good. So with 5:14 remaining in the fourth quarter, the Comets are still in this ball game as they trail the Valonia Eagles 36-33.
Yes, sir. Still a lot of game left. 5 minutes and 14 seconds left. That's a lot of game left. And this is senior night. This is where your seniors on defense,
yes,
you step up and play ball, you make plays.
And that is the spark that the Comets absolutely needed. As all seemed lost for them as the atmosphere in the air made it feel like that everybody had just kind of given up on the game, but the Comets said, hey, we're not quite done. The fat lady has yet to sing.
No, she's not singing yet.
So now Ricardo Gaeton will come back onto the field after converting the PAT. Comets still need 2 more guys out there for the special teams unit. Ricardo does not have a football. And here it comes from the Mills sideline. So with 5:14 here in the fourth quarter, Ricardo Gaeton will kick it away from the 40. And he gets the kick away. It's going to be returned from about the 22. And the Comets will swarm him. So he'll only gain about a yard on the return. That was Lance McNew on the kickoff return.
That was great. That was great cover skills right there by the kickoff team right there.
And now the Comets defense need to make a statement here. First down and 10 from their own 28-yard line.
5:08 remaining.
The Eagles line up with 5 wide. Gibson will line back up in shotgun. They'll hand it off to him. And he'll only gain about 2 yards as the Comets pull him down. Swarm of Comets led by Caleb Sane. Only about a 3-yard gain, second down. Five wide. On second down, Massey's going to roll it out to his right, and his receiver caught it just past the first down. That was McNew on the reception. And Valonia gets a first down. Clock running with about 4:20 remaining here in the fourth.
So it's official. Palm High Zebras has defeated the Robertson Senators.
And an encroachment penalty against the Comets. So that'll be first down and 5. 20 on the play clock. Now first and 5 after that encroachment penalty. Hand it off to Gibson down the right side, and a flag. It might be a holding.
Holding, yes.
So it will be a holding against the Eagles and set them back 10 yards. So now first down and 15. Massey will roll it out to his right, fires, flag thrown. As his receiver gets the first down.
What they call it?
I'm not quite sure what this penalty could be. Be a holding against the Comets, and the penalty will be declined. So it'll be first down Valonia at the 50.
.319 remaining.
Eagles with first down and 10 at the 50-yard line. I'll hand it off up the middle. And gains about 5. And we'll bring up second down. Second down and 5 from the Mills 45-yard line. Five on the play clock. Hand it off up the middle once again. And gains about 10 yards. Comets were pointing the other way as if there was a fumble.
I think it was a fumble. He was down. The referee called him down.
So it'll be another first down for Valonia.
2 minutes remaining.
Ian Streeter coming off the field now. Now 1st and 10, Valonia. Run up the middle, gain about 3 yards. And Coach Lee wants to take a timeout.
And it was our final timeout as well.
Was it?
Yes.
So with 1 minute and 46 seconds, Comets need a big defensive stop here.
Yes, sir. Comets need some big stops. No timeouts left. 146 remaining.
It's now 2nd down for Valonia. The Comets have had a hard time slowing down that Valonia run game, and that's been powering their offense all night long. Ten on the play clock. And they'll hand it off down to the right side. And he gets the 1st down. He'll be out of bounds after he makes the 1st down, but he's down on the ground afterwards. And he's in pain.
Like we stated all game, when a team don't not making the playoffs, they have nothing to lose. So you got nothing to lose. You play with a lot of heart, a lot of intensity. You got a lot of seniors over there. This is their last game. Some of them might not ever play football again. So they played spoiler tonight. You got to give credit when credit due. Valonia Eagles had a game plan to come and play spoil Mills senior night and also spoiling to get that #1 seed. They handled business tonight.
So now 1st down and 10 from the Comets' 24-yard line. With 1:37 remaining in the 4th. And they'll hand it off up the middle. Comets bring him down. That was Gibson on the carry. And Comets take their final timeout of the half.
I said we ain't had no more timeouts. I guess we did.
Because
Reggie's
working the clock. I knew I was correct on our end.
I was looking at the board over there. I didn't know they had any more timeouts, but I guess we did.
And it should say that Valonia has 1 more timeout, but Reggie has it at 2.
So he had it backwards.
I think so. Now 1:29 remaining in this one.
So I expect the Mills coming defense to go for the ball right here. If it's not a kneel.
Yeah, because Valonia's been running the ball really, really well all night long. You got to give their offense credit for that. They're going to hand it off again. And Comets will bring him down, and I believe that's Charlie Collins who's hurt. Collins seems to have an ankle injury or a foot injury of some kind. With 1:11 remaining, and he makes his way off the field, and Hayden Moreland will take his place.
3rd down.
3rd down and 2. And now Valonia wants a timeout. So neither team has any timeouts remaining.
Correct.
With 46 seconds on the play clock, Valonia just got to get a first down to put this game away and spoil senior night. So the Comets had a hard time slowing down Valonia's run game all night long, and you got to give credit to the Eagles because they've been running the ball really well. Their offensive line has been playing their hearts out against a really feisty Comets defensive line. So now third down. Bring out Hunter Wells again in the Wildcat. And he's going to keep it down the right side, and he gets the first down flag.
Holding.
Flag on the play. So flag is thrown on third down. And it will be a holding against Valonia. So I'll set them back 10 yards. 43 seconds remaining in the ball game. We'll keep Wells on the field as they will bring him back out for the Wildcat. Watch out for some trickery here on 3rd and 12. Now he's going to look to run the clock down. He'll go down. 35 seconds remaining. Does it look like that'll do it?
Yep. So
the Vilonia Eagles come into the Galaxy and spoil senior night, defeating the Mills Comets 36-33.
So your playoff seasons for the Central goes, Palm Beach High gets 1 because the win over Robinson tonight. Mills get 2 because they own a tiebreaker over Robinson. Robinson gets 3, and Maumelle gets 4.
So
the Mills Comets still will host playoff game next week at home.
Yes. And unfortunately, that means the Comets will not be conference champions for the 36th consecutive year after a well-fought game by both teams.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Mills Comets will host Nellington next week.
So Valonia they will not play in the playoffs, but they end their season with a conference victory against the Comets. And they're down there on their end celebrating like they just won the championship. But
yeah, it's a great feeling. Like you have nothing to play for, but it's something you can play for. You can play for a spoiler alert, and that's exactly what they did. They came in, they spoiled senior night, they spoiled the Comets' chances getting number 1 seed. It was a good hard-fought game by the Vilonia Eagles. Now Mills Comets, it's time to go back to the drawing board now. It's over now. It's playoff time. Everybody's back 0-0. Nothing. What happens in the regular season, it doesn't matter no more. Next week is playoff football.
So the Comets end the season 8-2, 6-2 in conference play, and now have to look ahead to the playoffs next week.
Yes, sir. So once again, the seasons for the 5A Central goes. Palm Beach High gets 1 because they win over Robinson tonight. Mills get 2. Mills get 2 because they own a tiebreaker over Robinson. Robinson get 3. Maumelle gets 4.
So that'll do it for us here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. Comets end the season on a sour note, losing 36-33 to the Vilonia Eagles. So we thank you all so much for joining us this season, as it has been a season to remember for sure.
Talk about you talking like we ain't gonna be here next week.
I mean, the regular season, because I've never seen so many things that have happened this regular season, and now we have the playoffs to look forward to. We are guaranteed one game. Yeah, and it'll be here.
Yeah, we back here next week. We host a home playoff game. So like I said, everyone is 0-0. It was a great win tonight for the Valonia Eagles heading to that's the way you end the season off a win. And guess what? You build in your off season for get ready for next year. For Varsity Mills Comets, go back to the drawing board. Playoffs start next week. Everybody's 0-0. It don't matter who you are. Everybody's 0-0. What you did in the regular season is gonna be behind you once the playoffs start. And the goal for the playoffs to end every game 1-0. So Mills Comets back to the drawing board. Get ready for next week and host a home playoff game.
So we look forward to seeing you next week, as we will have the update for who the Comets will play next week for the playoffs, as the Comets will now for sure be the number 2 seed in the 5A Central. And that'll do it. And it's the end of the regular season. We look forward to the playoffs. And we thank you all for joining us here on the Mills Sports Network, brought to you by Natural State Sports. For Jake Couples and Darius Robinson, this is Trip Keeter saying good night from the Galaxy.
Whoopee.
Be quiet.